Okay. Hey, what the interlude reading isn't finished yet, but I just said screw it. I'll just watch the rest of it later. It's epic. It's crazy. There's characters from literally 3 other series, like making a special appearance in this interlude. They're making cameos, and I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" I was fanboying. I was geeking. I was geeking out hard as ball sacks. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Nobody can blame me. All right. All right. All right. Damn, I really should have. It's getting crazy. I'll finish it later. I'll finish it later. I know. Imagine being late for the only stream you're doing this week. That's literally crazy. It's literally so crazy. Oops. It's not my fault. I refuse to take any blame. All right. Now that's over. Ooh, it's bright as frick. It's the shirt. It's the shirt. Thanksgiving this week. It's gonna be fun. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. All the Americans got freaking. How many of y'all are not doing Thanksgiving this year? Thanksgiving, schmanksgiving. Honestly, mid-holiday. I'm gonna say it. Thanksgiving, mid-holiday. You're blocked from saying Thanksgiving's a mid-holiday? Why? I don't understand. What holidays are not mid? Christmas is lit. New Year's is lit. Halloween's fun. I don't really dress up, but I still like it. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Any holiday that you get off work is lit. So we can include Thanksgiving. But if we don't include that, if that's not, if we remove that from the equation of what makes a holiday lit, I think it's just Christmas, New Year's, and Halloween. Thanksgiving's not bad. It's just aight. That's about it. That's all it is. It's just like it could be better. That's the way I see it. New Year's not all that. New Year's can be kind of stressful, I feel like sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. We'll start once I do this on Instagram. Also, I'm gonna make this announcement in Discord soon, but the number of short form videos a week may be reduced because I'm kind of gonna make them. I'm gonna spend more time on them, on each one, making them hopefully a lot higher quality. Like if you guys remember that cockroach video I made, or the Italian one, or the one where I went to, just told the story about going to Italy. That type of video or editing is going to be more prominent now. So those take a while to make. So there's a chance that it's probably going to end up being 5 a week. And that's low-key what I've been doing. I've been kind of bad at at uploading on the weekends. I haven't made. I just like am lazy. I was okay at it this past week, but we're gonna anyway. There's a solid chance it's gonna take me a few hours just to do a single video, and so I want to be able to do 5 a week. That's my goal. But I was talking to my old editor, and he showed me this girl who she does like Valorant content, and those like the videos that she posts, they do pretty well, but he told me that she's like a whole team, like a manager and like 4 editors for like 5 videos a week. And from what it looks like, because I spent a while watching these videos, is that those like 4 to 5 TikToks that she uploads a week do not seem to be like, does not seem like it's the same level of effort of like the video of like me telling the cockroach story or whatever, right? And so if she has a full team for that, right, I'm like a little bit worried on whether I'm going to be able to do all that on my own, like that level of quality. But I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find. It'll be a fun time. It'll be a great time. I don't have like a million stories to tell. I wish I did. I need to go out more. That way, I need to go out more solely so I can have more stories to tell. You know what I mean? I feel like that's just a thing with life in general. Like you need to do a lot of things. That way, when you're older, you can tell people a lot of stories. And like I have a few, but I feel like not that many are recent. But I don't know. What stories do I got? I should just tell a story right now before we start. One that would make good content. I thought of one. I might have told it already before, but I'm gonna tell it again. I went to last December, I went to my friend's wedding, right? And he's from the Woodlands, Texas, right? I'm not from the Woodlands. You see this? So I went there, and it was a very like conservative Christian wedding. And I was the only minority, except for one other person, at the whole venue of like a few hundred people. It was me, this Indian guy, and then everybody else was white. I genuinely have not been that uncomfortable in my entire life. Nah, I haven't been that uncomfortable in like a fat minute. You know what I mean? It was an experience. Eventually, I just got used to it. Nobody really cared or anything, obviously, right? Who's gonna actually make a scene or anything like that? And you know, nobody cared, right? but it was still very uncomfortable for me. Right? I've never felt that outnumbered in my entire life. Even in my school, there was like a decent amount of white people. It was always like a lot of white people and Asian people. And so there was only a few black kids and a few like Hispanics. But still, there was at least like more than one other person. So it made me feel a little bit better. But at this wedding, it was me and this Indian guy. And he was like, yeah, I'm in med school and my parents were like doctors or some shit like that. So it's just like a completely different level. You know what I mean? Right? He was the med school type of minority. You know, I just didn't connect, didn't relate at all. Like you would have never guessed he was a minority, okay, if you just like had never even looked at him. And maybe people say that about me too, whenever I like speak or whatever, because I don't know. But yeah, he was in med school, okay? And so it was so awkward. It was one of those weddings where like at the during like the ceremony or the whatever with the priest there or whatever, right? They were getting to their vows, or no, not their vows, but the priest, the pastor, the whatever, the dude, like looks to the wife and was like, "You promise to follow your husband, you know, to serve under him. He's the head of the household." He's like, "I know people always make a fuss about equality and gender roles, but like, you know, stuff like that." He was just making a fuss about the whole thing. And he was like, "Do you promise to serve under your husband?" You know, shit like that. And I was like, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Is this real?" You could tell she was uncomfortable too, which is like a good sign, because that's like something you want to be uncomfortable when hearing. But she was like, you could see it. She like tried to keep it in, but for like a small second, she was like, and I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, when you walk in and you see just a bunch of conservative evangelical Christian white people at a wedding, okay, you like kind of expect that something like that might happen, okay, but when it does, it's really just like crazy. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one at that venue who was like shocked, because I like looked around and everybody just like was just sitting there. Everybody was just sitting there like normal, and I'm looking around like, did anybody else hear what he just said? But no, guess not. Guess I was the only one. I guess they're all used to it. I don't know. But yeah, he was like trying to make it very clear that she's to serve her husband. You know what I mean? And like, not so much the other way around. Like, if he was like, you know, you guys serve each other, right, equally, you know, your husband serves his wife and the wife serves her husband, blah, 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 that'd be different. You know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Right? Well, it was something. It was something. But yeah, I don't know. The first of all, I'm a very big introvert, and the other minority dude was absolutely not an introvert. So it's like we were just on completely different planes of reality, of existence. You know what I mean? So, med school extrovert versus absolutely nothing near med school introvert. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't even count him. I was alone. I was practically alone, because my best friend who was at the wedding, because the person getting married was our roommate. He was a groomsman, so he was like I was like alone. I was fending for myself the entire time. My friends were groomsmen. I was not, right? Which is like, I'm not like upset about that or anything, but like that means I knew not a single person there. So I was literally hanging out with my best friend's parents. Oh, I was so upset by this, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not, but I am. I'm like not. I see why he did it. I am and I'm not. But he put me with all the other people my age or whatever, right? And they like knew each other. Like, so there was somebody, like, obviously not everybody at the table knew everybody, but Everybody at the table knew at least one other person at that freaking table. Except for me. Ugh! Don't be wrong. I busted out my fake smile and fake conversation. But like I wanted to leave. I was so uncomfortable. It's like, damn. You put me in a room full of white people, right? And then you put me at a table filled with not a single person I know. Crazy. But yeah, I mean, it was okay. It was fine. I still enjoyed myself. Don't get me wrong. As an introvert, I love talking to extroverts. I mean, yeah. But how do I put it? It's more like when you're like one-on-one or there's only like a few people. You know what I mean? He was like very extroverted and very like talkative or whatever. And he was just going around talking to freaking everybody. And I'm like, dude, we were supposed to stick together. What the frick, bro? And so, yeah. Don't know. It's what it is, though. It's not like I didn't enjoy myself. But it was awkward. I felt uncomfortable. But, I mean, it was worth it. My homie got married, so I'll be uncomfortable for him. It was worth being uncomfortable at the end of the day. You know? But I was definitely nervous about it leading up to it. So I hope that the next wedding I attend solo has more than one other minority. There were like the only other minorities at this wedding, right? Besides that one guy, were all staff. They were waiting tables. They were cooking. I was like, oh my God. And they were all like dressed up too. I was just waiting for one of the white people to be like, here, can you take my trash or something? I was just waiting for it. It never happened though. Thank God. But okay, let's watch some shit. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but I hope none of you have to. It did suck that my best friend there was a groomsman. I was by myself. I was sad by that. All right. Let's get spooked.
In the following video, two security guards are looking at footage captured by 360-degree security camera. Something very strange happened the night before, and they think the camera outside their building recorded the incident. The two guards scroll through the footage to see if the camera caught it.
It's during the day.
The guards look at every angle captured by the security camera, but unfortunately, nothing unusual stands out. That is, until they see this.
The frick am I looking at? Over here? Oh. It's just a dude. What's the problem? It's just a bro. He's got some jeans on. He's on fire. Okay. He just lit like a firecracker or something, bro. Oh, and now he's gone. Oh, okay. I understand what they're getting at now.
The night guards are stumped. Somehow, the woman standing in the street
That's a woman.
just disappears. She seemingly vanishes without a trace after lighting up something that goes ablaze. But further adding to the strangeness is what ensues. The smoke, according to viewers, seems to form the image of a skull.
Huh?
It's hard to see at first, but the night guards point this out.
Mira, ahí se aparece como una caravela, ¿verdad?
Freaking where?
Ahí. Mira, mira.
Oh shit, I see it. The eyes, the nose, the teeth, the head. Oh my god. Is my camera in the way? It's good enough.
It's for this reason, among others, that the guards believe something
Typical Tuesday for you? What do you mean? Do you encounter a lot of supernatural situations? If you don't believe in ghosts, I feel like you're just like delusional. You know what I mean? I think believing in the supernatural shit is absolutely just very rational. If you don't think ghosts are a thing, or if you don't think, you know what I mean? If you don't think ghosts are a thing, I feel like that in itself is very illogical to me.
supernatural was caught on camera. Now possibly, the skull could have simply been a case of pareidolia, but as for the woman who disappears, well, that seems a bit strange. This incident took place in Argentina in the city of Chimbas, where many residents have yet to figure out the mystery of this footage. In this
There's
next
7.
video, a group of friends are exploring a large parking lot filled with buses that are no longer in use. Each bus, according to them, is defunct. But the reason they're here isn't just to look at old buses, but instead to see if anything strange happens while being there.
The ghost
Rumor
hunters.
has it, the property is haunted. The Soyapango district in El Salvador, where these buses are located, has seen a lot of creepy things on this property. From shadow figures that look like passengers sitting down inside a bus, to a bus that occasionally honks its horn late at night. Residents avoid coming here at all costs. But to Henry Portillo and his friends, this was a
All right. I'm just going to throw it out there. I would totally be down to go ghost hunting.
perfect spot for some excitement. Although fun at first, things got serious. While talking to a neighbor who lives right next to the parking lot, this happens.
I'm scared. They honk the horn. I don't want to get jump scared. I don't like that type of scary.
Miren. Está encendido, ve.
Oh,
Está encendido.
I didn't even realize that.
Se han encendido las luces del bus.
Hey, maybe somebody else turned it on. You know what? I'm going to be the resident skeptic here.
No sé. Está encendida la luz del bus, bichos. Bichos.
A wiring problem or, you know what I'm saying?
Miren, bichos. Miremos si no hay nadie adentro. Miremos si no hay nadie adentro.
Don't honk the horn.
Just when the group was beginning to have doubts about the place, they see this. The taillight on the bus is
That's not
somehow
bad.
turned on. After checking to see if there might be anything to explain this, they find nothing. Although it could be that only certain parts of the bus work, they found it creepy that this happened out of nowhere in a place that is said to be haunted. Not really sure how to explain this, and feeling a bit spooked, the group walks away and explores the rest of the town. But when looking back at the buses from far away, they see this.
See what?
Ah, no mames, güey.
It's just something about people who speak Spanish getting like scared and saying hell nah. It's just so much funnier than like English.
Ay, Dios mío.
What are you looking at, dog? I need the narrator to help me out. Oh, oh, I see.
No mames.
I see what you
Del
mean.
cuerpo. Oiga. ¿Qué quieres?
Somebody run over there.
Miren.
Is he gonna disappear?
A la madre, güey.
I mean, what if it just like looks like a body, a person? You know what I mean?
In the distance, the
Why not?
silhouette of a dark figure stands next to a bus. It appears to stand in place without moving an inch. Seeing this was enough to make everyone's blood run cold. This unusual figure had a very uncanny quality. Upon seeing this, the group knew it was time to leave. The video ends with the group heading out, but it's unknown if they went back down to the buses before they left. Given this clip, they most likely stayed away. The group certainly thinks that they caught a ghost on camera or something like that, but as with most videos, what was captured remains a mystery.
I mean, that would convince me. That would get me.
Now, in previous videos, I've included clips of kids who either say or see things that aren't there. In some of these cases, parents don't believe anything strange is going on until they see footage or images of the so-called imaginary
what
friend
the
who their child has been seeing.
Frick is
Like
that?
those videos, this one is just as unsettling.
I'm scared.
Susan Murlock is the mother of a 2-year-old girl who one day told her something very concerning. She told her mom that a person was hiding in her closet.
It's always the
Unsettled by what
closet.
her daughter had said,
always
she
the freaking
immediately
closet.
heads over and checks the closet.
My daughter has informed me that there is a person in her closet that keeps smiling at her. Let's go see.
Open it.
There's a person.
Yeah.
Can you show me where the person is? Is it Elsa?
No. No.
No.
I'm sure.
You're scared?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show me where the person is?
Um,
Is it a kid person or a grown-up person?
Grown-up person.
It's a grown-up person.
I'm on the Elmo.
You want to wear your Elmo costume?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a grown-up person in your closet,
Yeah.
and it's right there.
Yeah. I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yeah. I'm a person.
Okay.
This would, I'd move out of the house. Let me be honest. I'd catch me freaking out of there.
We'll get rid of the person.
For some reason, Susan's daughter is frightened by something in her closet. She seems to be genuinely scared, as though someone is actually there. But, as we can see, no one is inside. Now, in the closet, there's a box that apparently forms a face if you squint your eyes. Some believe that this is what her daughter had seen. But in a
Nah.
short video responding to comments regarding the box, Susan says this.
There is like a woman-shaped thing on the box, which is very strange. So I take the box out. I took all the clothes out of that in case that was like causing a shadow or something. So I took all the clothes out of the back of that closet. I took the box out, and she still saw the person. Oh, someone's at my door. She still saw the person. She said that they're still there and they're still smiling at her.
So then, if it wasn't the box, then what was it? It's
Watching this in a dark room is a bad idea.
unknown what she saw, but Susan has locked the closet in the hopes that her daughter would stop crying at night. Ever since locking it, she's been sleeping peacefully. Whatever it might have been that her child saw, Susan continues to keep an eye on the closet in case anything strange happens.
Whenever you move into a house, you gotta make sure it's not some freaking ancient burial ground, okay?
There's a place in Ohio known as Helltown, and in this place, many people have reported feeling extremely uneasy when coming here. To some people, this isn't surprising, considering the horrifying events that occurred many years ago. Helltown was founded by a group of Native Americans who tragically lost many of its people in a gruesome battle between settlers and colonial troops.
Oh boy.
A lot of Indians died here, but those who survived had left Helltown in search of another home. Fast
I'm like checking behind because I'm scared.
forward to present-day Helltown, and people are deeply afraid of coming here alone. Many believe that the land is cursed, given the chain of bad luck that ensued when the settlers moved in. On a certain night, Chris Hill, who you might recall from previous videos, decides to visit Helltown. What he captures on camera is eerie to say the least. As Chris walks through a dense forest, he finds an old barn house. It's from here on out when things get weird.
I just like all that backstory went in one ear and out the other ear. I remember like Native Americans died, and that's about as far as I heard. To the fucking town, 'cause I'm scared. I mean, it happens. See, weed, MJ. That's M plus J, not MJ.
Now, nothing too strange happens here, but when Chris decides to explore beyond the barn, things take a very creepy turn. Watch.
Was that a bro? That's a tree.
It's like a little shack back here.
This is literally just Slender. This is freaking Slender. Gonna make this so creepy. I'm like pausing because I'm scared. Ah. Ah. Ah, it's a bro, baby.
I'm surprised this barn is still standing despite how old it is.
Just go in the morning, that's what I'm saying.
What the hell is that? What the fuck? What the f is that?
That doesn't sound real. Unfortunately, the noises stopped by then, so I started walking to the direction I heard the noises to find out what's making the sounds. It could be anything. This could be edited over. Could just be some hooligans performing some hooligan things, some shenanigans. Why would you walk toward the noise?
It
Sorry,
goes
I
without
keep pausing.
saying, but Chris was totally spooked. Somewhere not too far from him, a bunch of howling noises are heard. Understandably, he starts to get anxious. Although it's unclear as to what this was, it seems more than likely that a pack of coyotes were howling collectively.
Yeah. See?
Regardless, coyote or not, the sudden cries
The camera battery dying makes it less believable. That's what I'm saying.
coming from the pitch darkness had Chris on edge. But as if tonight couldn't get any more creepy, this happens. Not long after hearing the howling noises, he proceeds to explore the rest of Helltown. As he walks with caution, he immediately stops.
What am I looking at?
I keep hearing something. It sounds like it's following me.
It's probably just an animal, dog. Granted, if it's an animal, you should probably get the hell out of there and run. If it's a coyote, get the hell out of there. You're literally in the freaking wild, bro. You can hear freaking wolf shit all the time. Coyote shit.
What the fuck is that? What's that?
Probably a freaking animal. Oh.
Something's over there. I can hear it.
Don't walk toward it. It's literally an animal.
What looks to be a pair of glowing eyes appear in the distance. It seems to be gazing at Chris as it hides behind the grass. It's as if it were stalking him. Now Chris immediately knew that this was a living thing after seeing it hide away. He further adds that whatever this was had to be taller than the grass around him. Mind you, that the grass was at least 6 feet tall. Given all that's happened before, Chris figured it was best if he left the place at once.
God, this is creepy. I gotta find my way out of here.
What was supposed to be a fun urban exploration video turned out to be something completely different.
Maybe it's just farther back. Maybe it's not standing above. Maybe just standing farther back. You know what I'm saying?
Like others who came here before, viewers believe the rumors to be true. Something strange resides in Helltown. Whether it's something paranormal or something else, many agree that it's best to stay away from this place. Who knows what Helltown has become ever since the tragic incidents that happened in the past.
Catch me skeptical about that one.
While spending the night inside an Airbnb, two friends
no.
get something on camera that they can't seem to explain. The person recording this is known as Emma Jean, and the reason why she's filming is because it was just then that her dog Rosie started acting up. Either someone or something was nearby, causing her to bark like crazy. Or at least that's what Emma thought. Now this was strange, as Emma states that Rosie has always been a quiet dog. Unlike most dogs of the same breed, Rosie is best described as being mellow. But as shown in the following clip, she was not her usual self.
Is there a ghost? Is there a ghost? Yeah. Yeah? What is this first? Where's the ghost?
You can always trust dogs, bro.
Right there? Where? Where is it? She's staring at the wrong spot.
Confused as to what she was barking at, Emma jokingly implies that she's barking at a ghost. Although entertained by this notion, it's what happens next that leaves Emma and her friend completely spooked. Watch.
What the
For just a moment, a mysterious shadow appears on camera before disappearing from sight. As the camera pans around the space, nothing is seen close by to explain the strange shadow. Aside from its odd appearance, Emma further adds that this cryptic silhouette seemingly reaches out for Rosie. It happens real fast, but if you slow the footage, you'll see what many viewers have noted. Its rapid movement and Rosie's reaction to it have led some to believe that this might have been the spirit of a cat who passed away inside this Airbnb. But regardless of whatever this might have been, Emma was definitely shaken up by the sudden appearance of this mysterious shadow that is yet to be identified.
Goddamn.
It's around
That means light has to interact with it.
2:30 in the morning.
I don't know why I said that.
It's around 2:30 in the morning when a man films himself reacting to online videos. The man in this video is known as Zark, and unlike his previous reaction videos, this one captures something that has left him extremely terrified. Now this isn't the first time Zark was frightened by something in his home. You might recall from previous videos about the strange occurrences that his family encountered in their old apartment. From small pets that would often turn up dead the next day after being brought home, to clocks on the wall that would mysteriously stop working even though they were just recently replaced. It's safe to say that Zark has had plenty of creepy experiences, but nothing compares to what happened recently in his new home. Just like before, he gets on camera
I don't really believe in ghosts, but I could be convinced of some good evidence.
all that's been
Sorry.
happening. The following are things that have
Sorry.
taken place only weeks after moving into his new apartment.
He's getting
You can
followed, bro.
see the clock is stuck. It's most probably a battery fault, but two clocks going at the same time, it's obviously is very suspicious.
Dead fish. How's bro moving?
Bye, bye.
He just got ding dong
Suffice it to
ditched.
say, things have not changed since moving out. The same odd occurrences that took place in their old apartment are
He's got
happening
ding
here
dong
as
ditched.
well.
That's
Clocks suddenly stop working,
That's
and
easily
pets
explainable.
mysteriously start dying. But creepiest of all, the doorbell goes off when no one is at the door. Now, of course, it could be that someone had rang the doorbell as a prank, like Zark mentions, but it's what happens only a few nights later that makes the doorbell incident all the more creepy. It's late at night when Zark captures this.
Ah. Bro, if anybody's ringing my door at 3 a.m., I am absolutely not gonna freaking answer that shit. What is that?
Strangely, the keys to the door start moving on their own. Initially thinking that a breeze had moved the keys, Zark checks to see if there's a draft, but he finds nothing. The keys seem to have moved by themselves. Feeling pretty spooked, he tries his best to forget about this incident, but fast forward to only a few days later, and things get a whole lot strange.
And that's the door 9%.
Zark is
Confident
making a
who it is.
reaction
It's
video
fair.
while filming himself in his living room. It was past midnight, so he didn't expect anyone to disturb him, but little did he know that someone or something would still interrupt his video. Take a look.
The build up to this moment.
Oh, there is the white shadow.
This is all fake, bro. He could have faked every single one of these incidences. Just a knock. Oh, dude, this is some Hollywood level freaking acting. The camera might be in the way. What's that mean? You remember not to open the door during knocks? What the hell?
As if things couldn't get any more terrifying, this happens. A loud bang is heard at the door, scaring the living daylights out of Zark. He backs away slowly, fearing that something dangerous is
I
at
think
the
somebody's
door.
just joshing him.
But just like before, nothing is there. Naturally, he was scared beyond belief. In fact,
Why don't we
he
see the
was so
recording?
scared that in a follow-up video,
Why don't we see the recording from when, like, the bang happened while he was filming it with his phone?
Zark couldn't help but express his feelings about everything. Watching the video, you can see how much of an impact these occurrences had on his well-being.
You know, the ghost is not scary. They just your life up. You see, the worst part of the haunting is not the activity which happens at night or any noise disturbance or
What's the worst part?
I'm sorry.
Clearly, these occurrences have taken
If this is real, then I feel bad for him, and I'm sorry for you. But, like, a wise man once said, you can never trust somebody who films himself crying.
taken a toll on Zark's mental health. He can't help but think that something from his previous home has followed him into his new apartment. The activity won't stop, and it seems to be getting worse. However, for just a short period, nothing strange had occurred. But then one night, the most disturbing thing was caught on camera. Zark is woken up by someone knocking at the door. Treading carefully towards the door, he captures this.
I'm scared. I get scared easily. Just ignore it. Literally, just ignore it, big dog. Look through the people. Look through the people. Don't open it. Look through the people first. Could be a child.
Can you please stop it?
Somebody's hiding in the corner, hitting the doorbell. I don't know. I'm not buying this one. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. That's his son, bro. They're joshing for views. I'm skeptical. Joshing for views.
The voice of Zark's child is heard outside his door, but when checking on his son, he's clearly lying in bed. If his child was in his room, then who or what was mimicking his son?
Could have been somebody
Like
else.
previous occurrences, Zark is baffled by this
Could have been a
incident.
kid he hired.
He continues to document anything strange that happens in the hopes that someone could help him and his family. But based on recent videos, it seems they have yet to receive proper help. So then, just what exactly is happening here? To this day, Zark has no definitive answer to this question. If you caught something creepy on
Nah. I don't buy that one. All of those are too easy. No, those are too easy to fake. But if it is true, then I'm sorry, Zark. That's so unfortunate for you. 2 out of 10? I know. Those are all just so easy to like. You could just hire somebody to hide in the corner and hit the doorbell. You know what I mean? You should just open the door.
camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out, and in email.com. On August 16 of 2019, at approximately 11 p.m., an employee named Rachel Mogg was looking over at security footage from inside a nightclub when something very strange caught her attention. The club had already closed, and Rachel was sure that no one was left inside, but the footage recorded by the club's security cameras appears to show otherwise. According to Rachel, the video recording shows someone who still hasn't left, but that someone doesn't look to be a full-grown adult, but rather a small child. Even stranger is that whoever this child is, they have a very distinct appearance. The video recording seen by Rachel and other employees of this nightclub is unusual, to say the least. This is what was caught.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Shit me up. Oh my god.
Maybe it's just like a light thing, you know? Just I'm helping you guys cope. I'm helping you guys cope so hard. Maybe it's just a light thing.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
What is it?
It actually looks like it's walking, doesn't it?
It does.
As heard on camera, Rachel's friends, including herself, were left baffled by this footage. Around the tables, a small, translucent figure can be seen approaching the dance floor before turning around and walking back to where it came from. It kinda seems to hesitate for a second, as if feeling unsure about stepping on the dance floor. Whatever this might have been,
It looks like a
Rachel
ghost
is sure that something
gummy bear.
supernatural was caught on camera, but whether ghost or not, the verdict is yours to make. Just what exactly had appeared inside this nightclub?
That's more convincing for me than the freaking Zark one. I'm sorry.
This
Zark.
last
I'm
video
so
was
sorry.
submitted to me by Zach Attack, who says that he found the video on Facebook. The person in the video apparently had a life-threatening surgery that not many patients survive from. Fortunately for this person, the procedure worked out well. Now in the video, they had just woken up after the surgery, but strangely, they were overcome with a sense of dread. Something about the room they were in just didn't feel right. They further add that a faint buzzing sound was coming from somewhere in the room. So, as an attempt to record the sound, they captured this.
We'll turn the TV off.
As the patient pans the camera,
That was unnecessary.
a dark figure passes right in front of him. This mysterious silhouette appears right beside them before running out of frame. They didn't see the passing figure until much later after watching the video. Now those who've seen the clip believe that a patient's ghost was caught on camera. Others, however, believe that something ominous was captured, as the patient claims they were overcome with a sense of dread.
I was just loud.
But
Yeah.
ghost or not,
They did that shit on
I'll let you
purpose.
come up with your own conclusions. Had something ghostly been
Freak
caught on
you.
camera? Or was something else captured?
It was his hand. It was literally the hand.
It's late at night when a girl named Pershka records a video in her kitchen. The purpose of the video is to show an ice machine that she recently purchased, as there's something about it that creeps her out. The ice maker, according to her, makes a very strange noise during the late hours of the night. So one night, as the ice machine makes its unusual noise, Pershka heads over to the kitchen to record the sound.
It got you too.
But as she records this video, something pretty creepy is caught on camera. What was supposed to be a short, random video turned out to be a terrifying clip that Pershka has recently taken down for unknown reasons. She didn't say why she took down the clip, but it seems that the video itself says it all. Have a look.
Oh shit!
Like a scene out of a horror movie,
shit.
Pershka walks into the kitchen and
There's a bro there.
captures for just a split second the figure of a little girl. Even creepier is that whoever this was just disappears as soon as the lights turn on. It's for this reason that viewers believe she had taken down the clip, as otherwise it would continue to remind her of this disturbing incident. Whatever was
Is that enough proof for you, Flo? Is that enough proof?
captured has left her extremely unsettled. Even though this video was taken a few years ago, it is still unknown as to whether or not Pershka had captured something paranormal on camera.
That's a mother hacker right there.
In the early 2000s, there used to be an abandoned asylum in Massachusetts known as Danvers State Hospital. Before shutting down in 1992, the asylum had an estimate of 3,000 patients, all of whom were severely mentally ill and poorly treated. Nurses who used to work here recall seeing horrifying things that continue to haunt them to this day. From patients walking around in their own filth due to a lack of basic hygiene, to patients receiving forced lobotomies that would often leave them in a much worse state than before. Employees.
I just don't know how people thought lobotomies actually worked. That it makes no sense. Can anybody smart explain to me how the hell lobotomies were a thing? Because there's no way there was like effects. There's no way like were there actually beneficial effects that they saw after the surgery? No, maybe. Like, why did people think it helped? Little girl haunting an ice machine. Anime would go about to go crazy. That could go crazy. That could go crazy.
Of the Danvers State Hospital are haunted by these terrible memories. However, aside from the past, the asylum is infamous for being extremely creepy. After shutting down in 1992, teens would come here after hearing rumors that the building was haunted. Although this next video wasn't taken by a trespassing teen, it was taken by a curious security guard back in 2000 whose job was to look after the historic building. But little did he know that he would capture something very strange while exploring the basement of the asylum.
I would never take this job. Maybe I would go and visit one time, but I would absolutely never take a security job. Freaking guarding an abandoned asylum.
Take a look.
You gotta be crazy to do this. No jump scare. Don't jump scare me, please. Look at those ghost orbs. This is a crazy job. It is. Who would reasonably accept this job? Yeah, he better be making a frick ton of money. Is that a bro back there? Am I bugging? Did I just see a silhouette?
It's a bit hard to see at first, but as the night guard pans the camera to a room inside the basement, a shadowy figure can be seen moving slowly inside.
I
The
saw
guard
correct.
doesn't notice the figure until much later after rewatching the footage. Naturally, he was left shaken up after seeing what appears to be a slender-looking silhouette walking further into the room as if trying to hide from him. Mind you, the basement of this building is completely inaccessible to outsiders, so there's no way that a trespasser could have been inside. It's no wonder that viewers believe something supernatural was captured.
This convinces me so much more. Zark should have opened the damn door.
But of course, the question is begged. Just what exactly was caught on camera? Whether ghost or not, it remains a mystery as to what was captured. Now, the following video was submitted to me by someone who has no idea where the video came from. Its original source is unknown, but despite its mysterious origins, the clip is sufficiently creepy on its own. The video
It's a recent
seems
clip,
to have come from
2020.
a CCTV camera that was placed in front of a driveway. Everything appears to be normal until you notice the two strangers that are standing outside the owner's home. They come into view as the owner beams them with the car headlights, presumably as an attempt to scare them off. This, however, doesn't work. They're still there, while eerily standing still. It is at this point, though, where things get really creepy. Watch.
I'm watching. They're just mannequins or something. They're probably not mannequins. What? Oh! They're freaking gone like Donkey
Utter
Kong.
disbelief, the property owner sees the two strangers disappear without a trace. Clearly, there had been two individuals standing outside, but somehow they vanish as soon as the lights are flashed again. Now, how exactly this happened is something viewers can't seem to explain, and with little info on this clip, the video becomes even more mysterious.
I mean, it could be
If two strangers were seen on camera, then how is it possible that they suddenly disappeared? In the following video, a man is woken up after hearing strange noises inside his apartment. The man lives alone, so he finds it alarming to hear what sounds like an intruder inside his home.
Snapchat video.
He quickly grabs his phone and begins to record.
The way he just default goes to Snapchat. Or maybe, maybe it's not Snapchat. Maybe he just uploaded from his camera roll. That's getting off topic here.
Strangely,
Maybe
the
it's an
sound of
apartment.
footsteps can be heard coming from above, as though someone is in the attic. Now, the man in this video is known as Nick Long, and it wasn't until the next morning that he decided to leave from the safety of his room to investigate the attic space. He treads carefully as to avoid any physical confrontations.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's like a freaking rat or something. I'm trying to cope. I'm trying to help give plausible explanation so it's not as scary.
As Nick looks around and checks every
It's a big rat.
corner, he sees that no one is there. Not even traces of a person.
You got a
such as
squatter.
footprints can be found anywhere.
Oh, damn it.
This was definitely strange. But Nick doesn't really think much of it, since plenty of other strange things have happened before inside his apartment. Though, it would be a few nights later when the strangest encounter happens. Nick is once again woken up by strange noises from his attic. Only this time, he decides to check it out as it happens.
Elda,
Needless to say,
Elda.
what's captured here is pretty spooky. Watch.
We're gonna get. I can already tell we're gonna get freaking jump scared.
Weird noises and shit. And this door has been like opening and closing. Yo, what the fuck? Yo.
The door to the attic somehow opens on its own as soon as Nick approaches it.
Maybe-
Feeling spooked, Nick
maybe it was the
is immediately
wind.
settled by this incident. It's
Maybe it was the
apparent
breeze.
that something strange is going on. But as if things couldn't get any more creepy,
Oh,
the
no.
following night, Nick is recording his dog when he captures this.
What was that?
I'd feel so much safer with a dog.
What was that?
Protect me, dog. That'd be screaming. Protect me. Go bite their ass.
Yo.
The window?
Nick's dog immediately goes in high alert. His dog is sensing something that doesn't appear to be there. It's as though he senses something dangerous. With all that's happening there, it's as though high alert. His dog is sensing something. With all that's happened before, Nick believes that something isn't right with his apartment. He believes it might be haunted and thinks that the attic might have something to do with this. Whether ghost or not, he's deeply unsettled by these incidents. Despite living somewhere else now, he can't seem to forget the strange events that have happened there. So then, just what exactly was going on inside Nick's apartment? Like most videos, this one remains a mystery. This next video was recorded by a security camera inside an apartment complex.
Kitty cat.
Not much is known about this video, except that it came from this residential building where the little girl and her family reside.
Oh no.
The video starts off with footage of the young girl playing by a staircase.
I just want to throw it out there that if I was ever in a haunted building, you know I'm going to have long sleeves up the wazoo. I'm not going to ever be in a haunted building with short sleeves on. You're just asking me to freaking die.
Below the stairs is what appears to be a small room. The little girl can be seen staring at something inside the room, but nothing noticeable can be seen on footage. Or at least, that's what the child's parents initially thought. It was only after watching this video multiple times that the parents were left horrified. Something was actually captured inside this room. Take a look.
Don't jump scare me. Is there a thing on the ground? It looks like a head. Oh! Is that a hand? A face? The frick is that?
It now becomes clear as to why the little girl seemed hesitant to go inside. A disembodied hand can be seen beckoning to the girl. It almost seems to come out of nowhere before disappearing into thin air. Even the cat who later joins the girl seems unsure about going inside. Whatever this might have been was concerning enough to make them reluctant about entering the space. This mysterious footage, like most videos, has yet to be solved. But until then, you be the judge on what was captured inside this room.
That's wild.
On August 23rd of 2023, George Cruz and his wife had just finished making dinner and were heading towards the living room to eat their meal. The couple,
I think I've seen this video before. I think the rocking chair starts rocking or something like that.
sit close to each other while watching their favorite TV program. As minutes pass, it appears that nothing strange is happening in this footage. But fast forward to just a few more seconds, and something happens that scares the living daylights out of the couple. Prior to this incident, George and his wife had been experiencing strange occurrences inside their house. Before having to document
the table moves. I think I remember that. Sorry,
occurrences,
spoiler.
They would often wake up in the dead of night and hear faint whispering coming from somewhere inside the house. But creepiest of all is when the couple would see
there was no need for that.
Household items move on their own. Over time, the activity has become so intense that the couple has asked for help from those who specialize in the paranormal. It was recommended that they set up cameras around their home to capture evidence of the so-called paranormal activity, so the couple act accordingly. Weirdly enough, they were also told to get rid of a certain item inside their house. George and his wife own an old rocking chair, and apparently, this chair is the source behind all the activity. So
why the hell would you own
the couple does exactly that by selling it. And surprisingly, a buyer has taken an interest in purchasing the chair. The couple holds onto the chair until the buyer comes over to pick it up sometime next week. But in the meantime, something very strange is captured on their cameras. No one is home when this is captured.
I spoiled it earlier. Yeah, I think I saw this on TikTok. Look, somebody might just have a string, you know what I mean? And they're just pulling the rocking chair. It's right. Yeah, I remember seeing that. That's just wild. The hell was that? Oh, frick. Strings, baby. Strings. Strings. What if the chair is haunted by a baddie, though? That was an out of character comment for you. I'm going to say that. Crazy. Oh my god. These strings are crazy, dude. These strings are going insane.
Eerily, the chair begins to rock back and forth before somehow other objects inside the house move on their own.
What is like the ghost's goal here? You know what I mean? Nobody's even there. Do they know it's being recorded and they just want to frick with the owner? Like, what is their goal? What is the point?
Although terrified by what was captured, the couple is glad they had caught this. They can now show this video to those who've doubted their claims. However, this wouldn't be the only footage they'd be showing, because as of recent, more activity has been caught on camera. Not long after this video, the following incident was captured. Take a look.
What was this year? Okay. Is my camera covering his face now? You can't really see his eyes, but you can like see his attention shift. Does he turn his head? I don't know why. I think that's funny.
Now, moments before an object falls down, the camera pans over to the shelf as though sensing movement in that area. What's
That
weird
convinced me
about
more
this,
than
though,
anything else.
is that it sensed it before the DVD case had fallen on its own.
Oh,
Now,
goddamn.
one could say that the camera picked up movement from the TV, but if that were so, then the camera would have
Nah.
already moved earlier, given that there were
True.
things moving on the screen way before the camera had moved. It seems like this was a random occurrence, unless it was sensing something else. The couple continued to document these strange occurrences in the hopes that someone could explain what's happening. Ultimately, their goal is to stop the activity. But until then, it seems they'll continue to share more footage of this unusual situation.
Stop with the music. Stop that. I don't want that.
In the following video, a man is alone at home when he realizes that the lights in his basement won't turn on. Feeling a bit scared, he walks down into the cellar with caution. According to him, it's not the darkness that scares him, but the basement itself. From time to time, noises such as footsteps or the sound of someone walking back and forth can be heard coming from inside. This often happens when no one else is at home.
I'll just
Now, the
delete
man
myself
had
when
had this
ignoring it.
experience previously, but it was at his job. He works as a grave digger, and oftentimes, after placing a coffin inside a freshly dug grave, he would feel as though someone else was there with him. Although unable to explain this unusual sensation, it would be the following incident that leaves him extremely baffled. The man checks the
They
basement to see
freaking
why
attached to your ass, dog.
the lights aren't turning on, but he checks carefully because, as he states, he just heard the sound of footsteps walking about as though someone is down there. Be sure to pay close attention, as what was captured wasn't noticed until looking closely. This is what was caught.
At the moment, in the basement, and I swear I keep hearing someone walk. I don't know exactly what it is, but
This is the basement?
it's kind of creepy.
Oh no.
Laundry room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is
What the
very
frick? This
strange.
is the basement?
I'm not sure what that noise was, but I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so
kind of basement is this? That's literally like a freaking. Those are windows. Windows to the outside.
Yeah, I guess.
This looks like the first floor, not the basement.
Look out back. No, nothing back there. I don't
It's
know.
definitely not a
There's
basement.
been a
not
lot of
basement.
strange things happening.
Now it happens real fast, but in case you missed it, if you look closely as the man pans the camera to the bathroom, you can see what appears to be a strange shadow-like figure standing
That's what I
completely
thought. I
still
thought I
inside
saw
a
something like
bathtub. It doesn't appear to be moving at all, as if who, or whatever this was, had been entirely stiff. Even creepier is that when the man returns to the bathroom, the figure is no longer there. Given
Shit.
its strange appearance and sudden disappearance, the man thinks that something supernatural was captured. But as always, I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusions.
Why are you just standing in the bathtub? Like, what is your goal here? To hide? Should I hide behind the freaking door? Maybe it's just the lighting. Cope. Maybe it's the lighting. You know what I mean?
Renovated. This next video was taken inside an old restaurant that is currently being renovated. The person recording this doesn't say where exactly this footage was taken, and for good reason. Aside from privacy, this place isn't safe to be in. It's not just the construction that makes it unsafe, but rather something else.
Oh,
For
no.
just an idea of why that is, the owners of the restaurant are deeply afraid of the strange things that have happened here. Now, the person recording this is someone who I featured in a previous video. They too have been experiencing strange happenings and believe that it won't stop unless they move out from home. Given their experience with this unusual phenomenon, they were invited
shit.
to see this restaurant before it's completely demolished. Although expecting to see something unusual, nothing happens. That is, until much later when they head over to the back of the restaurant. What happens then is terrifying to say the least. This is what they caught.
Don't jump scare me. Don't jump scare me. Don't jump scare me.
Oh, it's cold right here. It's the other way. Hello? I'm not going up there. Definitely not going back there.
Just don't jump scare me. That's literally all I'm
It is
asking for.
Really cold right here. What was that?
Was what?
No. I don't think it's happy we're here. Oh, God.
What's that voice? Shit, bro's gone. This is a restaurant, I think. Not a house. Oh!
Dude, there's...
Initially,
Oh!
a strange shadow can be seen peeking from a corner. The man, whose name is Win, doesn't notice it until much later, after feeling a sudden drop in temperature. The room suddenly becomes cold when out of nowhere, the small figure is seen by Win. Upon seeing this, he quickly hides away as if frightened by whatever this was. But as if things couldn't get any creepier, the mysterious shadow disappears. Feeling extremely unsettled, Win walks out as fast as possible and ends the video there. If the reason for demolishing the restaurant is to get rid of whatever this was, then maybe it's best to completely relocate from this place. But until further info is given to clarify this incident, it seems that we won't know for sure as to who or even what was inside this restaurant.
He was a little kid.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you...
He probably ain't gonna do shit. You know what I mean?
Now
Alright,
this
watch
next
one.
video was submitted to me by Christian Breen, who just received a strange video from a friend. The friend in question is known as Amanda, and according to Christian, Amanda specializes in talking to the dead. It seems that she's been doing this for a while, so much so that
Why?
she considers herself as a full-on medium. Given her ability to contact and see the dead, she occasionally gets distracted by things or people that don't appear to be there. In one instance, Amanda was doing a live stream with two friends, when all of a sudden, something from the corner of the room catches her attention. Afterwards, things get pretty
It was
strange.
a poop stain.
Watch.
Good?
He drank all of it.
Yeah. You good?
Like 10 minutes this went on. And I'm like, oh my god, could you stop?
Oh, you're looking at your cat.
No, somebody just walked through my kitchen and Bobby freaked out. Did you see him run?
I saw, yeah.
He's still sitting there looking at it.
What is it?
And his like tail is
Yeah, I saw his
swishing.
tail.
I'll move.
Is the person still there?
Bobby, you okay? I don't know. It still like feels really weird in here, but I only saw it like for a second. That's also the same direction that when you said that there were. Oh my god, it's Brendan. He's outside now, thank God. Brendan? No, he's not.
Stop, Amanda. No, it's not.
No, he's not. There's
Stop.
literally.
Wait, how'd your door just open?
No one's out there.
You're lying.
How did your door
No,
just
I'm
open?
not.
Hana, thank you for the 23 months. I appreciate it.
Is he messing with you?
No.
Call your mom or something.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna text someone.
Tell him to come down here.
I literally live in the middle of nowhere. You guys saw my door open.
Yes, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Initially thinking that Brendan, her husband, was messing around with her, she proceeds to open the door. But like something out of a horror movie, she finds no one there. It is at this point when Amanda instinctually shuts and locks the door. Now it seems that Amanda already felt something wasn't right after seeing her cat act strange. Eventually, she came to fully realize this after seeing no one outside her door. It's as though she felt a dangerous or threatening presence. Now, not much else is known about what happened afterward, but until further info is provided by Christian, who thankfully sent this video, it
Thanks,
remains a
Anna.
mystery as to what exactly
appreciate it.
happened that night. In this next video, a woman is recording her neighbor's house after noticing something very alarming. It appeared that something strange was going on inside her neighbor's garage. Now, the reason as to why this was unusual was because the neighbor was out of town. They were on vacation, far from home. But strangely, the lights inside the garage had turned on. The woman who took this video was passing by when she noticed this. But as she continued to watch, something happened that chilled her to the core. Take a look.
This is a messed up light bulb or something, dog. Oh! 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 Oh, shit! Oh! It's a messed up light bulb. Everybody relax. That was a moth. That was oh, shit! Somebody's robbing the place? I don't freaking know. Oh, my God. This is fake. It's gotta be fake. It's gotta be fake. What they doing, dog? Oh my God. Oh! This is fake, bro.
After watching closely to see what was going on, this happens. A figure dashes back and forth in a
Hey, no way.
frantic
Play in
manner.
slow-mo.
It does this for more than a few seconds before suddenly stopping and looking out the garage window. It's as if it was watching the woman who was filming this. If the woman's neighbor was away from home, then who or what was this?
It's a squatter. It's a squatter.
As with most videos,
Not a squatter.
this one
It's a
remains a mystery.
It's somebody's breaking in. That looked like somebody who's stealing shit and putting it into a bag. I swear to God. Don't worry. There's no way I stay and record this. I'm running and moving out the next day for real.
On December 2nd of 2021, at around 9 p.m., affiliates of a Christian church were looking at live footage of something very peculiar that was happening outside their chapel. They were looking at the security camera's live feed to see if anyone appeared on camera, as it was just then that the intruder alarm had gone off. They knew that someone had to be there, given that their alarm system had never failed them. But minutes pass, and no one appears. They continue to watch, hoping to see the intruder emerge from their hiding spot. But instead, what they saw was something totally unforeseen. Take a look.
What? Why are you pointing at, dog? Entrance? What am I looking at? Oh, shit! That's a squad. Letting the squad in. There's at least 2 of them. Hey, freaking yo, that looks similar to like the other one we saw.
In utter disbelief, the church members watch closely as one of the side doors opens on its own. It opens ever so slowly and remains open as if the door was being held. But strangest of all is what ensues. A strange, translucent figure passes through, entering inside the church.
Maybe just one of them?
The door continues to remain open before immediately closing after the figure exits. The church personnel no doubt believe that something otherworldly had taken place. While there's no definitive answer on what was seen, they still believe that a spirit or something similar had paid them all a visit.
Just what is their goal? Like, what do they want? Just freaking around? Are they bored? So I'm thinking. I feel like ghost
hunting. In
hunting.
the following video, a large crowd of onlookers are standing on a bridge looking at something that's beneath them. The person recording this doesn't exactly show what's being seen by others, but based on the facial expressions of those around him, one can assume that something pretty horrific is being witnessed. Now the man behind the camera commentates on what's being seen, but his voice trembles as he talks. It seems that something about this scene is deeply disturbing for him. After giving a vague and somewhat confusing description of this mysterious event, the video cuts to black. But fast forward to only a few weeks later, and surveillance footage of this mysterious incident is posted online, showing the reason as to why people had gathered on this bridge. Take a look.
Like a car wreck and somebody fell down or some shit? Alright, somebody got rolled. Okay, but what's paranormal about it?
As it turns out, a car accident had taken place, where unfortunately, the driver's life was taken upon impact. However, there's something else about this footage that many people can't stop talking about. It seems that something just as unsettling was captured. Only a few seconds after the accident, this is caught.
What? Some bro just walking on top of a goddamn...
After looking closely, a dark, shadow-like figure can be seen standing on a truck's bed. Although it's hard to tell as to who or even what this might have been, viewers have noted that it seems to be overlooking the wreckage from the car crash. This, along with its physical appearance, have led many to believe that this may have been the Grim Reaper caught on camera. Knowing about this video, it's no wonder why the person recording the previous footage felt very unsettled. The bridge itself has a history of claiming the lives of many drivers, which is why it's been dubbed the Death Curve. Seeing the wreckage below and knowing about this eerie footage has naturally made those who know about this place feel spooked. But of course, whether paranormal or not, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Was Death himself present at the site of this unfortunate accident? Or was something else caught on camera?
But why would he be riding a freaking truck? That's what I want to know.
This next video was posted by a woman named Lorley Gons, who states that something very strange was captured in a video.
My children are never going to get a doll or action figure in their life. They might. I don't know. But like, I feel like if I just get them, maybe if it's like brand new, you know what I mean? Not like a hand-me-down or anything like that, but like brand spanking new off the production line, then maybe. Otherwise, you're just inviting shit into your house.
Video that was taken many years ago. The girl in this clip is Lorley's cousin-in-law's daughter, who was about 10 years old when she took this video.
Cousin-in-law's daughter.
According to Lorley, she was filming herself in her bedroom when something pretty spooky happened. The video starts off with the young girl playing with her toys, doing a show and tell of a kitchen playset she was recently given.
Hola loberistas, hoy estamos en un nuevo video para mi canal y hoy voy a estar mostrando las cositas, tenedores y todas las
That
cositas de cocina
stupid
que tengo.
freaking doll.
Now, as the young girl states, this video is for her YouTube channel, which according to Lorley is solely based on pretend play videos and toy reviews. What was meant to be an innocent pretend play video turned out to be something completely different. Take a look.
Bueno, empecemos. Primero tengo
Stupid
este
doll.
cuchillo. Sí, muy lindo.
Stupid goddamn doll.
Pues tengo esto que es como para cortar pizza, creo. ¿Sí? Pues tengo esto.
Just don't make it a sound effect. If I'm gonna get jump scared, don't do anything,
Cuchilla
please.
filosa. Ahora tengo dos tenedores así. Uno rosita, igual que el cuchillo que mostré al principio. No sé si lo mostré al principio.
No
Y
jump
este
scare me,
tenedor
please. I'm literally begging you.
amarillo. Pues tener... pues se me está cayendo todo.
Look at
Perdón,
look at that
se me está
doll.
cayendo todo.
Don't-
Dos cuchillos
Don't
amarillos
jump scare
iguales.
me. Please! So what was the point? You need to show all that.
Después,
Could have sped it up from the beginning.
las tacitas. Tengo esta tacita rosita y esta tacita
I got me.
como fucsia. Huevo. ¿Sí?
Appropriate reaction. This is why minorities are the freaking goats, bro. Because we do shit like this. That is freaking why. You know if there was a white person, they would turn around, freaking pick up the doll. No. The girl's lit. Accurate reaction. Reasonable.
It was promptly
realistic
after noticing the doll's
reaction.
arm lifting on its own that the girl pauses, turns around, and bolts out in a panic frenzy. Even before this, it appeared that she had already sensed something strange was happening. As if seeing one of her toys suddenly fall by itself wasn't already enough to make her feel unsettled, this happens. Now currently, the girl in this video is 14 years old, but despite how old this video is, it continues
14?
to haunt her to
She looks like she's 5. Maybe I'm
this
bugging.
day. Just like Lorley and
She's not 14. No
others
freaking
who've
way.
seen this clip, they have no idea as to how the doll seemingly moved on its own. Seemingly
Look, so freaking reasonable, dog. So reasonable. It's
moved on its
non-existent.
own.
I like it when people are reasonable.
It's late in the afternoon when a person lying on a gurney records themselves out of boredom. The video begins with not much happening in the beginning, but it's what happens only seconds later that's terrifying. Now, very little context is given on this clip, but one can see what's going on. As the person records themselves and their surroundings, they capture this.
They capture this.
Apa tuh Bapak ajarin? Apa? Itu nah di pintu.
For almost less than 2 seconds, the person recording captures what seems to be someone or something standing in the corner of the
There was a
room.
dog there,
Its
bro.
sudden
There's a
appearance is
dog
made even more
there.
creepy by the way it looks. Viewers have noted that it looks extremely thin and palish, but things become even more unsettling after seeing that the space where the figure was seen is now empty. Feeling immensely terrified, the woman behind the camera ends the video. Very little context is given on this footage, but with or without it, the clip is still quite creepy.
Can you imagine? We saw that super pixelated. Imagine seeing that shit in real life. Can we get like a
At around
non-super
2 in the
pixelated
morning,
thing?
A man named
Please?
Daniel Palomino
Can somebody record like a ghost in 4K, please?
was walking alone inside a plaza when something completely unexpected happened. It was
What is this
actually
quality?
during a live stream when Daniel recorded
Oh,
this.
okay.
Now, this is something that he often does during his free time. During late at night, Daniel walks alone while simultaneously live streaming on his phone. However, what happened on the night of September 28th of 2023
Live stream on quality is
has
always
scared
shit.
him to his core. Like any other night, Daniel was live streaming to an audience who were suggesting places he should visit during his walk. One place that was recommended was an old plaza that's believed to be haunted. Although hesitant at first, Daniel heads over to the plaza after realizing how close he was to the place. But this was a big mistake. After exploring the strip mall for more than a few minutes, things started getting weird.
Me sale ese efecto. Gente,
I don't remember what the hell anybody just said. In one ear, out the other ear.
Gente, huele a quemado. Huele a quemado, no sé si.
Strangely, Daniel begins to smell a burning scent coming from somewhere in the plaza. He tries to find the source of the smell, but gives up before suddenly
somebody's
the scent goes
getting
away.
lit.
Although pretty strange, this occurrence
wood.
becomes a whole lot creepy after one of his viewers on his live stream tells him this.
No,
Why did you blur it out?
Dicen la leyenda que hay niños que juegan hasta tarde en la Resi. En el casino Garden que está bajo hubo un incendio y murieron personas. No te...
Why was it blurred? For suspense, annoying.
According to the viewer, there used to be an old casino inside the plaza that caught fire and took many people's lives. Hearing about this left Daniel totally freaked. He just smelled a burning scent and thinks this might have been somehow connected to the fire incident that occurred years ago. Feeling spooked, Daniel immediately starts to head out. But on his way out, something in the distance makes him stop in his tracks. This is what he saw.
Oye, ¿qué es eso?
Oh shit! It's a cat.
¿Qué? ¿O es un diente? ¿O es un gato? ¿Qué mierda es eso, weón?
It's just a cat.
O sea, ¿qué se acerca, weón? ¿Qué chucha es eso?
Maybe not a cat.
Oye, me acerco. Ni cagando, voy a grabar algo. Oye.
Imagine it starts running. I don't know.
Está que camina, huevón. Está que camina.
Not sure as to what he was seeing, Daniel starts to back away. According to him, whatever this was, it started moving towards him. Now the video's quality makes it hard to see, but Daniel swears that something small was approaching him. He further adds that whatever this was had a stature smaller than a child's. It was immediately soon after that he turns around and finds another exit, but as if Daniel wasn't already spooked enough, he sees this.
It's another cat.
Gente. ¿Qué pasó? Gente, se apagó todo.
Oh shit! That's a dude! That could just be a person. You know what I mean?
What appears to be a plush toy is mysteriously placed on the staircase. Yet, it was at this moment when Daniel realized that the toy might have actually been the small figure he'd seen earlier. Not sure how to explain this, he continues to walk away. But then, out of nowhere, a dark figure with a pale face is seen standing near the doll.
That's a dude.
Viewers of the live stream were just as freaked as Daniel.
Why don't you want to walk around a haunted plazas and live stream? I mean, I do a little bit. Not alone. I would need to be with somebody. But I'd totally be down if I had somebody with me.
Just who, or even what, was this? And what was the doll that was apparently seen earlier doing there? Daniel has yet to give any updates on the events of that night. From the mysterious burning smell to the creepy looking figure, there has yet to be an explanation on what was captured.
He got stream sniped. He's literally streaming, bro. He got stream sniped IRL. There you freaking go. I can't explain the doll,
On October 15
though.
of 2023, an anonymous individual posted a video of two girls dancing in front of a camera. Judging on the quality of the footage, it appears that this video was taken more than a couple years ago. But despite the subpar quality, the clip is nonetheless pretty creepy. Now the person who posted this states that the two girls were practicing for a dance competition. They wanted to see if their choreographed dance looked good from someone else's point of view. But little did they know that this literal viewpoint would capture something creepy. Be sure to look closely, as what was captured happens real fast. This is what was caught.
Don't make noises. Please, don't jump scare me with the noise. Okay. I don't think I'll get jump scared because there's music. It's happy. You know? Vibing, chilling. Literally, what could go wrong? Answer? Freaking nothing. Ah! Why would you? Why would you? You son of a-
In the background, a dark humanoid figure can be seen scurrying past
Oh
the girls.
shit!
They had no idea that someone or something was behind them. The person who shared this says both girls hadn't noticed anything strange in the clip until viewers pointed out the mysterious silhouette. Naturally, they were left shaken up. Now, like most videos, very little information is given on this clip, making it hard to come up with an answer on what was captured. But as always, you be the judge. Ghost or not? Let me know your thoughts on this one.
It was the.
If you caught something creepy,
It was just that God. What the frick was that guy's name from Metamorphosis? The cockroach. Just him. He was on his feet. He was walking back to his room.
on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you for. Out of all paranormal videos, it's usually those which involve children that tend to be the creepiest. Whether it's a child who's staring at something that doesn't appear to be there, or describing a supposed friend who can't be seen, this next video is just as creepy as any of those instances. In the following video, a grandmother is looking after her 2-year-old granddaughter when things get strange. The granddaughter is playing on the couch when suddenly her attention gets drawn to something in the dining room.
You're so funny. I can't wait until summer gets here so we can go outside and play.
I miss Mimi.
I miss you too. I miss you too. What?
Coming.
What? Who's coming?
Here coming.
Who?
Him.
You see somebody back there?
Him.
Who?
Here.
Him?
Yeah.
Where's he at? Is he in our house?
Yeah.
Where? Show me. Where is he at? He's right in front of you?
Yep.
Who is it?
A guy.
Who's there, mister? What are you doing?
It's him. You never heard of him before, bro? He's him. Timothy, aka Sukuna.
Where's he at? The dining room?
Yeah.
Show me him. Go show me him. Give me your hand. Take me to him.
This him.
Take me to him. Show me.
The 2-year-old goes on to tell her grandma where this invisible man is located, but it's what she says next that disturbs her grandma.
Wait, let me tell me. Is he right here?
Yeah.
He's in our dining room?
Yeah.
What are you doing in our dining room, mister? What does he look like?
I bug.
He's got bug eyes?
Yeah.
What are you doing in our living room, mister? Get. You go back home. You go back wherever you came from. What's he doing? Come on, you're
This makes me not want to have children. I really didn't really want to have children all like that much. Not that I'm super opposed to it, but this makes me really not want to have kids.
freaking me out. We're going upstairs. Come on. You're scaring me. We're going upstairs. Yeah, you're scaring me. We're going upstairs.
As described by the 2-year-old,
Hell
this
no.
mysterious man has bug eyes. It seems that this description alone was enough to freak out the grandma to the point
does that
where she
mean,
had
bug
to leave the
eyes?
Space. Her granddaughter was convinced that someone was there. Even on camera, she appears to be visibly frightened by the so-called man who was apparently close. Now, even if this was just a case of a 2-year-old acting randomly,
During
her
the
description of the
frickin'
man
day.
is frightening on its own. While some believe the bug eyes are indicative of a malicious entity, others
She just said a bug, okay? She just said a bug. The grandma was the one who took it as like bug eyes, I think. It's literally the guy from Metamorphosis. What the frick is that guy's name called? Gregor, right. Gregor Samsa. It's literally Gregor.
think
Gregor's
that
freaking
something
back.
else was present. But of course, like all videos, the verdict is yours to make. In this last video, a young girl is recording herself using her cell phone. All appears to be normal, as it looks like nothing unusual is happening, or at least that's how it seems. As the video plays out, something happens in the background that quickly turns this video into something else. This is what was caught.
What did he say? We have to look at the background? Frick, I keep like not listening. Ah! Stop! Why?
Behind this
Why are
anonymous
you
girl, a rapid, shadowy figure passes by for just a split second. Slowing the footage, you can somewhat make out the shape of this dark anomaly. Some have stated that it seems to be standing upright while running fast, which makes whatever this was even more creepy. But whether supernatural or not, the video is a total mystery. The footage was sent to me by a viewer who has no idea where the clip initially came from. So, without knowing the origin of the vid, I'll leave it to you to come up with
It could
your
be anything,
conclusions
bro.
on
It could
this
be a
footage.
parent. It could be a brother. Literally freaking anything, dog. I don't know, dude. I don't know. All right, should we watch one more? What's the shortest one? We'll do since 18 minutes. Oh no! I see this one has mannequins.
A mother is alone at home.
We went over this last time. No mannequins.
Watching TV
dude.
when something pretty terrifying is caught on camera. The following video comes from Daniel Thompson, who lives happily with his mother in a 3-story house that is filled with lots of antiques and other priceless items that are fairly creepy to say the least.
Get those out of your damn freaking house.
From expensive artifacts bought overseas to small collectibles that can't be found anywhere else.
Listen, I'm not one to victim blame, okay? But you brought this upon yourself. Like, you see all that? You brought this upon yourself. You see all that shit?
Daniel's mom has been collecting many antiquities ever since he was a child. However, out of all the items in this house, 2 in particular scare him the most. A porcelain doll that is placed at the front entrance of the house, and a dollhouse that for some reason makes him feel extremely uneasy. The dollhouse, according to Daniel, does something very strange. Here's a video of him talking about it.
I don't know how to explain it. The only thing I can say that has happened with it is sometimes when I walk by, or like I go, the bathroom's back there.
Get scared by the mannequin.
And
Victim blame. They deaf brought it by themselves. I know. You're collecting old ass shit. That's probably freaking haunted. This is your fault.
Like tapping coming from this room. It's like it's like yeah, it's like like the tapping kept happening, and I came over and I was trying to figure out like where it was coming from, but it was coming from this dollhouse, and I don't know where, and it hasn't done it since.
Daniel thinks that the tapping noises are coming from inside the dollhouse, which is in the room that his sister used to be in. For this reason, he's been recording it ever since with a security camera to see if the knocking continues and to hopefully find the source. But then one day, while passing by the room, this happens. It's late at night when Daniel captures this.
Guys.
Show us the security camera footage.
Those are the tapping noises I was talking about.
It's a roach. It's a pretty loud tapping noise for a roach. Coping. Where's the goddamn security camera? Damn, it's still going. Even with the lights on. Don't jump scare me. Don't make the noise. There's no reason. There's literally no reason to make a jump scare noise. I'm just throwing that out there. Really, no freaking reason. What? Ah!
Where is this coming from?
What in the good Lord's name? This is gonna freaking slam shut or some shit.
Mysteriously, the source of the tapping sounds can't be found anywhere. Even the 3 knocks that were heard on the small door are a mystery. Without a clue as to where they came from, Daniel continues to record the dollhouse. But only a day later, something happens that chills Daniel to his core. Take a look.
This is gonna scare me. Someone's gonna move and I'm gonna get jump scared. I already know. Okay. Oh. And the thing else, Oh, they're just playing, bro. The ghost is playing at the dollhouse. Let them have fun, bro. Let them have fun.
Somehow, the miniature figurines move on their own as though someone or something was playing with them. As if the tapping noises weren't enough to spook Daniel, this happens. Understandably, he had no words when he saw this video. He began to think that his mom may have brought either a cursed or haunted item into their house. Not sure what to make of it, Daniel doesn't mention nor post any more footage.
I could have told you that.
But then, 2 nights later, something happens that impels him to share the following footage. It's around 2:30 in the morning when this is captured.
It's the damn doll, probably. What's that? Don't jump scare me. What is this right here? That stupid doll. You just let that motherfucker in. I want you to know that. You just let that bro into your house. Oh, hell no. I think he's gonna freaking move. This is a brave man. I gotta give it to him. This is a brave man. Or stupid.
The sound of knocking can be heard at the door, but strangely, the footage from outside shows no one at the entrance. Who, or even what, had been knocking at the door? Now what's even more strange about this is that the same number of knocks were made earlier in the dollhouse video. Fearing that the dollhouse might have something to do with this, Daniel places the miniature set inside his garage. He continues to record it just in case the knocking continues. If it does, then he'll know for sure the knocking came from the set itself and not from the room it was in.
This is the scientific
Fast
method right
forward to
here.
a day later, and nothing happens. The next video Daniel uploads has nothing to do with the strange activity in his house. Instead, it's a video of him recording his workplace. Nothing is mentioned about the previous incidents or any new activity that's been captured. It seems that whatever had been happening in his house has stopped. But then, out of nowhere, within a couple hours of posting this video, Daniel receives a message from his mom. It's a video of security footage taken from inside their living room. We can see Daniel's mom watching TV when suddenly this happens.
More knocking? If that mannequin moves, I swear to freaking God. Okay.
The sound of bare feet running towards Daniel's mom can be heard on camera. Feeling very spooked, she looks around but can't find anything that could explain the running footsteps. It was at this point that both Daniel and his mom were convinced that something is haunting them. Although already convinced, it seems that it didn't stop the strange activity from continuing. Only a day later, Daniel looks over at the footage caught inside the garage and sees this. Around the same time the footsteps are caught on camera, this happened.
Bruh moment. What are you zooming in on? Oh God. This is why we don't buy freaking dolls. This is why we don't buy dolls. A negative way, brother. Negative freaking way. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. In the freaking trash. Into the trash they go. Into the trash they freaking go, dude. Get the hell out of here, dude. Get the freaking hell out of here. What else are you gonna do? What else? What else? What else? That's it? Okay.
Both the tapping sounds and the doll's eyes are no doubt creepy, yet some viewers believe that the doll is actually mechanical and was either malfunctioning or glitching during this time. This notion, however, is put to rest as a video from Daniel shows that the doll is entirely hollow from inside. Given this proof, viewers believe that something is haunting both Daniel and his mom.
Oh, hell, why would you show me that? I don't want to see
your own
that.
conclusion. Is something haunting this house? Or
yes,
is something else happening here?
You brought
Feel
some
free to
shit
let me know what you think.
into your goddamn home. I'm victim blaming.
A woman is woken up late at night by her dog, who is barking non-stop at something outside her house. Feeling very unsettled by her dog's behavior, she takes out her phone and records the following video. What she sees leaves her in total shock.
Oh, how much more of these I can? How many? I don't know how many more of these I can handle. It was 4 in the morning. My dog wouldn't stop barking when I came out. I thought I caught this. The hell's that? Hell no, hell no. Hell freaking no. It's still there, even with the light on? That is ballsy as ballsaculars.
Although it's hard to see at first, there seems to be a shadow-like figure standing completely still, while
Just a bro.
seemingly observing the woman, who shakes in fear at the sight of this mysterious being. Immensely
I would
terrified,
charge at it. That's
the
not
woman
true.
backs away slowly, hoping the shadowy figure doesn't move any closer to the property. It's safe to say that the strange presence has placed both her and her dog on high alert, but it would be the following night that places them in a state of complete terror. What happens next is beyond strange.
Hola, gente. Otra vez el ruido ese. Poco estoy haciendo compañía hoy, pero ya estoy sola.
Let me freaking tell you, bro. Central and South America are just underrated when it comes to spooky shit.
Se escucha un ruido de abajo. Y la verdad que no sé. Ay, la concha, por olor hay algo ahí.
Where?
Sora.
Hell no! Hell freaking no! This is the biggest hell no I've seen in the last hour and a half we've been watching this shit.
Nera.
Oh, hell freaking no, dude. I'm out.
Horrified beyond belief.
I'm taking my animals. I'm gonna even go downstairs. Oh, frick, I don't even know. I jump out the window. Okay, here's what I do. I jump out the window. I go downstairs through the outside. I take my dogs and freaking leave. And the cat. Especially the cat.
A pair of long, skinny fingers emerge from underneath the staircase. But creepiest of all is the complexion of this mysterious being. Its pale skin tone is similar to that of a corpse that was freshly buried. Without delay, the woman runs down the staircase at full speed, hoping to capture whatever this was. But upon arriving down, nothing is seen below the stairs. Whatever had been there had seemingly disappeared. Whether a ghost or some paranormal entity had been caught on camera remains shrouded in mystery.
Ain't no way, dog. I'm freaking out.
Now, the exact source of this next clip is unknown, so very little context is given, but it doesn't take much to figure out what's going on in the video. Something very strange is caught on camera. The clip itself shows footage of a dog's cage. It's assumed the owner had bought the camera to watch their dog whenever they're away from home. On one occasion, the owner was looking over at the security camera to see what their dog was up to, but to their shock, they saw what may just be a reason for why they should be concerned for the safety of their dog. This is what they saw.
Oh, the poor puppy. That dog can see something, bro. That dog's freaking terrified. Run, dog! Leave! Do something!
We can see the dog looking at something that can't be seen on camera. Then strangely, without a moment's notice, the dog is seemingly thrown back as though something had struck them. But strangest of all is the door opening on its own immediately afterward, as though someone or something had went inside. But Like always, what do you think? Is this video solid?
If I was a
proof
dog,
that
I'd start
ghosts
yelping
possibly
100%.
Or might this be something that could easily be explained?
I'm a
Wanna
screamer,
know your
bro.
thoughts on this one?
I either scream, which I cannot replicate. I'd either scream, which I cannot replicate, unless so I get startled, or I'd be like, "Oh shit!"
If you caught something
I would
creepy
absolutely
on
say, "Oh
camera-
shit!"
This next video comes from a bus driver in Singapore who had no idea that his day would start off with a very spooky encounter.
Damn, it's starting off. You know what? Would you rather start the day with a ghost experience or end the day? I think I'd rather start the day because then I have the daylight to feel better about it.
7 in the morning, somewhere in Singapore, when the driver of a large double-decker bus checks the security cameras of both decks inside the vehicle. On his dashboard, we can see live footage of what looks to be an empty bus, but upon looking closely, something pretty unnerving is seen on camera. Take a look.
Pagi dah buat seram ah. Kau tengok ni ya.
Okay, what am I looking at?
Okay, kat atas
Somebody in the
tu
seat?
kan. Kiwak tu lah. Pagi-pagi dah buat seram ah. Abi boleh ada orang kat atas kan? Sial kan, tak ada orang kan. Berderau darah aku lah, celaka betul lah.
Hell
Buat jerikan dia suruh turun tadi kat tempat turun orang. Nak bawa lagi sini. Pokemon betul lah.
As if seeing someone in what is supposed to be an empty bus wasn't creepy enough, the bus driver
Frick,
checks
no.
around and finds no one inside. It appears that whoever or whatever was seen on camera had simply vanished. If no one had been inside the bus, then who or what was this?
It was just a. I got nothing.
On March 6th of 2023, a Reddit user had taken a photo of his kitchen late at
We already know it's fake.
night. The Reddit user claims that over the last couple of years, he's been hearing mysterious noises coming from his apartment. For the longest time, he's been trying to figure out the source of these noises. But then one night, while being in his living room, he takes a photo of his kitchen and captures this.
Yep, no thanks. That is not as bad as the hands, but almost as bad as the hands. Nope. No
It
thanks.
was only after enhancing the photo that he was able to see what looks to be a tall figure standing in his kitchen. He believes
me
that whoever
later.
this is the person responsible for the strange noises he would hear at night. While the figure itself is pretty creepy,
He looks like a pastor. And he looks like whitewashed Jesus.
viewers believe that the Reddit user had actually caught something paranormal. Whatever this is appears to have no eyes and seems to be very tall when comparing it to the fridge on the
I don't know. I kind of see it. Like eye here, eyebrow, like mustache, beard, long hair. There's your little collar that priests wear or pastors wear. I don't
side.
even know.
But it only gets creepier because only a few days later, the Reddit user had posted a video of another strange occurrence. He left his camera recording overnight where the figure was spotted and captured this.
I'm scared. Is that Jesus? That's what I was thinking. It'd be looking like him, low key. Oh shit! Is it getting closer to the camera? Or am I tweaking? Ah! Those are unnatural movements.
If you look closely, you can see what looks to be a figure moving in the dark.
He's
But
dancing.
It's only after brightening the footage that the video becomes even more scary. This mysterious figure might just be the same person or thing caught in the previous photo. Now it could be that a squatter is hiding inside his apartment, but then again, some viewers think that this supposed person is actually something supernatural. There haven't been any further updates on the story, but until then, you be the judge on what was captured.
I don't know if I'd rather that be a ghost or a squatter. I'll be honest. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Thanks, this chip could have some nightmares now. Dude. My pleasure, bro. If it makes you feel better, so am I. So am I. I'm gonna make sure to have my freaking all my lights turned on. That was the hands one. The hands one was terrifying. I think the hands one and then that last one with that dude there were probably the worst too. The hands one was the worst. The hands one was so bad. And that doll, the doll blinking, that was pretty freaking bad. That was fun. We should do this again. I enjoyed that. Being spooked is definitely an experience. For sure, skis. All right. Thanks for hanging, schmanging. I appreciate it. Everybody pulled up. I'll see y'all next week for some like Apex or something. All right. Deuces.